about that.
Hokuto
folks.
Fuji won, so that's what matters at the end of the day. He stayed strong. He resisted several pulling and twisting attacks, maintained control over the bout, and in the end was able to drag him out far enough over. You can kind of see where Chiyoshima tried to put his foot against the bail, but it was like, and then what? You're so far over your own feet. And Hokuto Fuji cleaned him up. Nice. Next we got Okinumi Tamawashi. What are you going to say, Neil?
Onosho defeated Hoshoryu as well by driving through and winning by Yoriteoshi in the match where we originally cut out.
Right. And Hoshoryu lost. So he was one of my guys. He lost, but then Hokuto Fuji came back and won. So zero sum. What do you think? The man from Shimane Ken or the Iron Man?
The Iron Man, I feel like, is heavily favored in this one. Ogunumi thrives in matches. He can slow down and get a belt grip, and you ain't going to be getting that against Tom
no
Wadi.
way. Okinumi right here with the black belt is Jason Harris, the Sumo Legends favorite guy, because they're from the same prefecture. Or at least Jason teaches in the Okinumi's home prefecture.
Nice.
And his opponent, Tamawashi, won this tournament a couple years ago. In the blue belt, Tamawashi is not even allowed to get a belt grip. So that's definitely going to be the deciding factor. I mean, maybe I'm exaggerating if it was some sort of emergency.
He tried yesterday, and we all saw how that went.
Yeah, it's not part of his style of his school. So if it doesn't work, don't be shocked. That means it was a last resort to begin with. Or something tricky.
I was shocked last night when he tried to snuggle in. Oh my gosh, I was so taken aback.
You're like, what? A straight up pushing attack? Not a thrusting attack? And it was
no way.
Quite strange. What do we have? 37 years old. Holy smokes, he's getting up there. I knew he was old, but that's pushing it.
Yeah, he's having a good little burst here the last couple tournaments. Former winner of this very January tournament.
And he's got the momentum on his side, 2-1 versus Okinomi's 0-3. So if just about every factor has him top of the heap for this one, top of the baseball bat.
They are 13-13 lifetime, and actually, if you take away a walkover, Okinaumi is ahead 13-12. But I would imagine that's earlier career matches.
He's definitely big enough to grab a hold of a guy like Tamawashi and control the match. Like, it's not like he's at a size disadvantage. I don't feel like, to me, the two of them. I believe it's anybody's game. I just think tonight Tamawashi's probably got it dialed in.
Yeah, I don't really see Okinoumi getting inside.
Although, as you pointed out moments ago, that happened. He tried last night, Tamawashi, to get inside. So
yeah.
No one knows whether or not, and obviously it would be a damning mistake to try it again tonight of all times, but let's see.
Signing your own death warrant for 500, Alex.
Ooh, yeah, he's snuggled in.
Oh, yeah.
Went for a slap down, and he's actually winning with this.
Oh, he's got him.
Wow.
Lifted him right out, huh?
What is happening?
Defying all predictive. Maybe his Oyakata was like, all right, this is the tournament, baby. Flip the switch.
This is the time.
You're going to Ozeki tonight.
We're going to debut the Tamawashi belt attacks.
Yeah, he made him wait till he was 37.
Lamborghini, we had a computer issue.
Yes, thanks for coming back, though. The computer froze up.
It happens. Well, barely ever actually happens. But still.
It has never happened before since I started doing the show.
Yeah, since we've done this, which has been about, I don't know, 40 shows or something like that, that is our second guffaw. One was an internet outage for about 10 seconds, and the other one now was a computer crash.
Yeah, we're quite consistent normally. Consistently way off topic and rowdy, but, you know. It's
the 3 a.m. speaking.
Yeah, exactly. It's a healthy dose of it being 3 in the morning. I'm trying to get my schedule around to it now, so I'm like ticked over a certain amount of time, but holy smokes, it's weird being 14 hours behind the action.
Yeah, I got a 7 p.m. nap I've been mixing in this time instead of going full degen.
I just go sleep deprived like an idiot.
Yeah, just really get nice and strung out.
It works.
So by day 10, we're like just zomboid. I like Sumo. All right, Daisho. The swinging wrecking ball versus the mighty tower himself, Ichinojo, the biggest dude in the game. Hey, shut up so Ian can translate.
Here, actually, I gotta do one quick second. I'm gonna remove the video of the screen for one quick little second here. Just so
El Guso, I will fill you in on what we missed here. So we had the following occur. We had Onosho win against Hoshoryu by Yorito Oshi, going to 4-0. We had Hokuto Fuji win by Wante Dashi Nage against Chiyoshima, putting him at 2-2. And then we had, I know this one's going to sound weird, Tamawashi defeat Okinaumi by Yori Kiri, moving to 3-1.
That's right. And you guys just got your first ever The Deal with Neil the Deal Jenkins on demand. And anytime you want to know what the deal is, you just come on over here and we'll talk to you.
The deal is for real.
For real, Holmes.
Okay, we can go back to seeing.
All right, we're locked in. We've got...
And we're back on the air.
Some great fights left in the night.
Also, thank you, Lamborghini. We appreciate the video quality compliment. Chris tries hard to.
Oh yeah, I just said ours is better. Yeah, hell yeah, it is.
That's why I pay for the good internet.
Ichinojo on the left at M2 versus Daisho on the right. 6-4 lifetime for Ichinojo. It seems as though maybe in the past Daisho has had trouble closing on Ichinojo and gets death gripped.
Yeah, I would buy that, especially historically. But I'd say now, things are changing, as they always are. But the winds are blowing the other direction tonight, I think. Of course, I was just turbo wrong about Tamawashi, yeah. So we'll see. Daisho in hard and fast.
Okay, you reversed it back a bit there.
Yeah, recovered pretty good. Oh, wow. And then again, I'm just dead wrong.
Ended it quick there.
Okay. Nick, Kung Fu is a Chinese martial art and karate is a Japanese martial art designed to fight against the Chinese. And this, the sword-bearing samurai was created by farmers. So a lot of the weapons are farming tools. Kung Fu, on the other hand, has developed over a long series of basically street gangs that would study under a master and then kind of just always challenge each other for supremacy, similar to like dudes from alternate shogunates or something in Japan. But it became almost like modernized, like punk culture, to be part of a Kung Fu school, to the point where it became a status symbol, and then that's where we get like the TV movie Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan Kung Fu stuff that doesn't feel like it could be good in a fight anymore, but it absolutely did evolve out of a culture of just beating the absolute shit out of people on rooftops and stuff. Kung Fu is really badass. There's a bunch of different styles and a bunch of different ethos on it, and you should definitely look into it if you're not sure about it. There's a ton there to sink your teeth into.
I know there's one called, I think, Wing Chun. Wing
Chun is like the big one that everyone talks about, and then
I think it's Wang Chung. They had that famous
Everybody
song.
Wang Chung tonight. Everybody have fun
tonight.
Yeah, there you go.
That used to be my song I would sing when I was getting hammered. I would be like, "We're gonna Wang Chung tonight. We're gonna have fun tonight." When I was partying.
No, you're probably right then.
Nobody's repping Kung Fu and MMA because it's like an ancient Chinese philosophy more so than it is an aggressive fighting style. It's not necessarily applicable in a real fight unless you have real fight experience yourself. It's one of those. I'm a conscientious objector. I'm a pacifist. I only fight for like points and fun and stuff with my friends. But yeah, I like a good scrap.
I'm the opposite. I'll just machine gun you.
Oh yeah. Well, no, yeah. If it comes to it in the street or something, and I'm not sure I can win, I'll just kill you. No one's gonna look at me and think, well, yeah, he was in control. I just tell him I felt threatened. That lady looked at me like. No, I'm a huge fan of martial arts. There's a book called The Tao of Jeet Kune Do that's Bruce Lee's style, and it's all kinds of cool quips about how to think and feel and pick from your experiences to find a style that's right for you. It's more of a philosophy than a hard and fast system. Whereas
wait, it's not a Friday. Why is there a Drifloon? What the hell?
Yeah, they're really pulling up the C-list Pokemon for some of these ads, huh?
Yeah, Drifloon, man. That's crazy. Okay, so Mitakayumi on the left, the Sekiwake, has a 6-2 advantage lifetime against Meisei, the Komusubi. Mitakayumi sitting at 3-0. Meisei sitting at 2-1. If Mitakayumi keeps channeling his Tao of Jeet Kune Do, excellent sumo he's been doing, then I expect him to win.
Neil picked Mitakayumi for his Chanko champs, and Denizen picked Meisei. So this is one of our face-offs amongst the Chanko fam.
Showdown.
Chanko showdown.
Next, Ozeki. Yeah, Eric, I like that optimism. Mitakayumi, he's gonna finally push through. No offense to Shodai, but I think Mitakayumi is more Ozeki-like than Shodai is. But hey,
and you can have a lot of Ozekis. Technically,
is there
was
a
a point where they had
to how
4.
many could be in a ranking?
I don't know if they've ever even approached it really. Maybe at some point in the 90s or something, there was a ton of good dudes, but there was 4 at one point a couple years ago.
Nightly Meisei ass bandage zoom in.
I was gonna say,
hope everyone enjoyed.
But I didn't want to keep kicking that horse because I say it every damn night.
I'll help you, Chris. I'll help you.
I mean, they don't just zoom in and talk about it. They give it that Wayne's World extreme close up.
Yeah, true.
Like as if we don't know what bandages, tape, or an ass is.
Well, they can't just talk about it. I'd like to thank Andy.
Thanks
Caps.
for rejoining us, guys. We had a computer crash, which actually is only the second time we've ever lost traction on air in like 40 shows. So, unfortunately, it was when we had a bunch of you in here, and that sucks. But hey, you know you can't help these things.
It's funny. That's how we got him in.
Yeah, really.
And then we lost him the same way.
That's how we got. Yeah, easy come, easy go. You know.
Sweet irony.
Fishing, you know.
But thanks for coming back. We really appreciate you guys joining us and rejoining us from last night and stuff. It definitely adds a different feel to the show to know, hey, there's some people that liked this and we're coming back.
It'd be cool if it got stacked with Ozekis to the point where there was like no Yokozuna, but there was like 6 Ozekis.
I don't mind it.
Everybody's just like
I like a bit of parody.
Crawling over each other toward the stairway.
Parody and sport breeds good fights. Here we go, Chanko.
Big push, but he recovers a little bit.
Oh,
and
he's
then
going
he
down
dumps
hard.
him, but was the step far enough? Mono-E?
We caught that
a
Matrix.
hand in the
Will
air?
they give it the old dead body treatment?
We got that Matrix slow-mo on that one.
I'm going to say it looked pretty good from Meisei, like his leg was extended like Hakuho used to do. Maybe he crossed the plane of the doyo, and that's what they'll say for him, but it looked to me like it was pretty clear on Meisei.
I don't know.
Wait for
I
the
mean,
replay.
it depends if they say Mitakeumi was unrecoverable, blah blah blah, before Meisei was, because he's way airborne. He's got a foot in the
How
ring
would he
still.
not have lost? Did the other guy step out
Boom,
first?
boom, 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 boom.
I mean, he was clearly.
Look, he is sideways.
I mean, you got to figure though, he's the second guy I've seen who got like thrown like this, but maintained as much. Like he didn't just get like bundled. Like
it's Meisei.
he didn't go over till the last absolute moment where like physics took him.
Yeah,
You know.
he leapt.
I think
through
it
the
could
air.
go either way,
Dude,
honestly.
he
'cause
hit
as
hard.
far
His
as-
foot left the ground before Meisei's foot crossed the plane of the doyo.
I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some close ones, but I feel like with this one, like I don't know how you wouldn't give it to who's the dude who made the throw? Meisei.
Meisei, yeah.
I feel like you'd have to give it to Meisei just on the strength of like, dude, you threw his ass fully off the doyo.
They're like, so
It shouldn't matter, it
Chili's or
shouldn't-
TGI Fridays,
I
or
feel-
what are you guys thinking?
I feel like they're all standing around going, silence. I concur.
Yeah,
Silence, I
Ozeki
agree.
not exactly the dominating rank it used to be in the past, Eric. So I agree. Maybe they need another one that's able to put up 10, 11 wins every single time, because there's lots of injury pullouts with Ozeki's in the last couple of years.
That's the most agonizing thing about being a fan of this sport is like injury can come for anyone at any time, no matter how high they're riding. And it just ruins their career, and all of the hype is gone now. You have to like completely start looking for someone else to cheer for every time you start to fall. Like Tomokaze. I know he's doing well right now and he's on his way back, but man, he was poised to be like
Oh, yeah.
riding the lightning for quite some time before he like super mega busted his own leg.
Isegayama Oikata here, about to give the ruling. Terano Fuji's master.
She must.
I think it's going to be redo.
Wait, is he just one of those guys that he just
Yeah.
speaks for them, kind of like some ref does? In
He
each
might have
sport?
been the one that raised his hand.
Yeah, and he's the head judge tonight. That's why he spoke.
You know, you don't have to be a Gyoji to raise your hand to start at one of those conversations.
So what, they're going to redo it?
Yeah, it's a redo.
I mean, I guess I
Awesome.
can see how that would
Same
happen. I mean,
time
I'm
is what
not-
they're calling it.
I'm no expert at this, but I mean, you know, dude in the pink should be rather feeling lucky today. If his ribs aren't still
Yeah.
bruised from that landing. I mean, he
gotta
Okay,
think he's pretty
Georgie,
winded.
thank you. They said they were deciding between Mitakeumi's body being in flight or Meisei going out, and instead they decided it was a Torino Oshi redo. Thank you very much,
Amen.
Georgie.
We appreciate
We
that.
got to remember to just shut up when that's happening. We like to talk over it because it's funny, but I forget you're in the chat.
Yeah, we're blessed with another, other than Professor Mac, we have a watcher now with a large brain.
With a team of dedicated translators. CHANKO.
That's appreciated, Georgie.
Salty run back. Gotta get that on the t-shirts and stuff.
That's a fighting game moniker. Yeah, I don't know. It was definitely seemed like a Mitakeyumi kind of academic, and then Meisei pulled some edge magic, and like Brendan said, he had that like Hakuho leg extension, like I'm not getting called out of the ring before you type move.
Oh, yeah. It felt I mean, not exactly. Hakuhos were like graceful and like insanely horizontal all the way out into like the third row, like Michael Jordan at the end of Space Jam. Well, we talk about Michael Jackson too sometimes, the way that they fall, but no, MJ.
Like Michael Jackson, and he saw an 8-year-old
the
into the
big
room.
dunk at the end of Space Jam when his arm stretches out like 30 feet.
Oh yeah, with the last.
Hakuho would do that with his legs sometimes to win a match, and it was like not even a consequential match. He just wanted
I
it.
just pull out the other stream for the translation. Yeah, Georgie, that's probably a good idea.
Thank you for dealing with us. Slick.
I just realized it doesn't look so good on our framing when I make adjustments to this audio board, given our
Oh.
positioning.
Yeah, twist it.
Turn
Come
it up.
on, Mitakayumi.
All right, here we
Channel Raiden, please.
Oh my
Yes!
God!
Who won the redo?
Just now, Mitakayumi
Oh, that was
ruined him.
I'm
Yeah,
so,
steamrolled him.
See, that sucks. 'Cause
Okay,
I really
so
think,
invoking Raiden is like your one time. Like, it only is gonna work one time a tournament where you can call for one of your guys. Like, all right, I'm invoking Raiden on this match, and I just called it for Mitakayumi, so that's my one time this tournament.
just your one mulligan.
He still gets a Take
Yeah.
Mikazuchi.
Well, have you ever heard that, Chris? Like the gamer expression before, like, this is my one time.
No. I have a lot of friends
No?
that are big time gamers, but I don't play too much myself.
Fair enough. Well, whenever
I
you're
used to back
trying
in
to,
the day,
like,
but a long
ask
time ago.
for something to go in your favor, like with random numbers or like whatever, you're like, I'm doing it. I'm using my one time. Invoking Raiden is like the one time for calling for a sumo win.
Why
for
does
a guy
Raiden
like-
say that in Mortal Kombat?
There's a
Yes, but he also was a turbo badass, like ancient sumo guy no one could beat. That would go to everyone's village and just whoop their ass.
Oh, like a real Raiden, not the guy from the Mortal Kombat video game that I'm mistaking it for.
There's an old Irish guy driving around looking for a parking spot, and it's like he's burned like a quarter tank of gas looking for a parking spot, and he says, "Please, Jesus, if you give me a parking spot, I'll go to church every Sunday. I'll quit drinking. I'll do anything you want." And as he's saying that, the clouds part and the sun shines down and illuminates a parking spot right in front of him. And he goes, "Never mind, I found one."
Nice. I'm surprised I haven't heard that before.
You know what?
good.
Forget it. There's one right
Pretty
here.
good.
All right, Shodai.
Yeah, Raiden's basically like a turbo ancient sumo wrestler, Chris. Raiden Taimon, 1790 to 1811.
Real human. Not fictional character. I was so far off. Dude, I was literally picturing the electric bolt guy with the patty hat from
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat video games. In the gi.
He just
you know what I
whooped
mean?
everyone's ass. He has the best win ratio ever. He only ever lost 10 matches.
I really
He won
got
241 and lost 10.
See, Neil, as much as I appreciate learning this, this makes me realize I need to start attracting some fans to this stream that are more ignorant than me. I can't be the dumbest person. Not dumbest, but like the least exposed
most ignorant.
person on this, including like the whole following.
The most
Well,
unknowledgeable
again,
guy.
obviously the Raiden stuff happened so long ago that it's kind of questionable just generally. Like, if you ever like, who has the best win ratio in the history of sumo, and you said Raiden, I mean, you're right, but most people would be like, yeah, that happened back when like people like rode horses and like had, like a musket was like alien technology.
Yeah, but I'm
and
saying, I
stuff.
thought you said Raiden like as if you had equally said Scorpion or fucking
No, yeah,
Sub-Zero. Like, that was
I
not-
figured someone was gonna be like, yo, Mortal Kombat, because that's where I knew it from as well.
the 3 a.m. has come for me.
Has landed.
No, I
I'm
don't
not that
think.
tired,
I
it's
think
just
the
a long-
American culture knowing Raiden in the context of a video game. Also, a minute ago, Chris, I'm not a gamer. I was a gamer.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I grew up playing them, but I didn't like when most people are getting into more like the culture and you're playing it like more heavily, like say high school, college age. That's when I guess I did after college again. But in 2009, I had an Xbox 360. One day it did the red light of death, and then I just kind of forgot about it and just went on with whatever else. But I think I'm a little ADHD, so that seems to be the case with many things in my life.
I don't know what HD is, but the doctor said I got 80 of them bitches. All right, we got a few matches left here. This is
Oh, that's interesting, Augusto. We'll have to look into him sometime for one of our future shows about fighting. We were going to talk about Indian wrestling, actually, in one of them.
Do you mean like leg wrestling? Or am I, again, being an idiot? I used to do something that they would call Indian leg
No,
wrestling.
not
I'm
that.
Like, you know, you lay on your back.
Although I challenge people, sometimes I'll challenge people at a bar to an arm wrestle, and they'll say no, and I'm like, okay, how about we leg wrestle? And they're always like, sounds a bit gay. I'm like, it's a lot gay, but it's a fun. You should try it.
Wrestling, I believe is what it looks like it's called. Yeah, this is Oh, interesting, Nick. Okay, so yeah, this is this is Takanosho. This is Endo against Takanosho. We have the 1 and 2 Maegashira 3 on the left, Endo taking on the Sekiwake Takanosho 2 and 1 on the right.
Excellent.
Oh man, come on,
Their
Takanosho.
lifetime is 3-2 Endo.
Oh shit.
Takanosho is the replacement for Takakeisho on Zach's team.
What are there probably about 2 to 3 fights left? 2?
This is there's 3 left after this, but one of them's a
one's a
walkover.
walkover.
So there's 2 real fights
One's
after
a
this. This is
walkover.
Does it walk over me because they're missing a guy in the tournament?
Takakeisho dropped out.
Right, but I'm saying, does a walkover like a forfeiture? Kind
Oh yeah, the other guy, Kiribayama will get a free win.
But why did they not
Which-
replace him with someone in the tournament and just give him that guy? I mean, I guess
Because
reconcile
the
record,
roster's
right?
already up for that day, so they'd have to move everybody around.
Oh, but I'm sorry. But you
And
mean
now
by
they
tomorrow
will.
Tomorrow they
Tomorrow
will switch
they
it
But
up.
how did they reconcile that guy coming in with 0-0 when there's already been, say, 4 fights?
Oh no, they bring a guy up from Jurio,
Oh, with his
And his
existing
record
record.
is-
and he
Jurio
fights the guys in the
still.
bottom, and everyone else gets moved up a
I
little
see.
bit.
That makes sense, actually.
Which maybe someone will make their debut that way.
You know, you never know.
That's kind of fun. Not likely to happen. I think the guys at the top of Jurio are usually guys who have either just been in Makushita and they're down for it, or they've been there recently. I'd have to take a look at the roster. to know
Jurio
for
has
sure.
a lot of familiar faces in it right now.
Diamami, Shohozan.
Can I
one of those
use
guys
my
would probably
one
come up.
time on Avi beating Terra? Yeah, you can. That's the point of it.
Let's find out. Cash it in. We'll see what happens. Takanosho with a weird pulling attack, way over his body.
Weathered it.
Endo's got this wrapped up. He just has to find the daylight.
Which color's Endo?
Purple.
Blocks again. Wow, yeah, this is like
You're right.
Endo Sumo here.
Yeah, once it
that
turned
was
into
great.
that pulling thing that they were both doing, Takanosho was way out of his wheelhouse. So Endo saw it as an opportunity to just like, all right, well, I can play this game until you make a mistake. I'll do it for an hour.
Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic.
He looks like Bobby Lee.
Oh, Sumo there.
This is like if Bobby Lee gained 200.
Yeah, he kind of does.
Like just
Yes,
his
I think Bobby
actual
Lee's
face.
Korean, though.
He is. Actually, yeah, but it's funny because Lee's, I would think a Chinese name, but like, I do think you're right about that.
Well, the phonemes all exist in all the languages because they all are based on Chinese.
I keep forgetting too. It could be a pseudonym.
Yeah,
Like, it
true.
is a
His name's probably
performance.
like Thomas Christofferson.
Locking it in. You're using your one time. All right, it's locked in. What is Abi against Terno Fuji tomorrow?
I don't know. Let me go back.
Just generally later on. Okay, I'll remember this. I have a good memory for this kind of thing.
Yeah, this is exciting. This is the kind of engagement we live for.
Yeah.
We'll send you a used
We'll call
ashtray.
it back when it happens, Augusto, later in the tournament. Because, yeah, I think it's going to happen later on in the tournament.
What the heck happened?
What do you mean?
I lost my window.
Oh, we're good here.
Yeah, because it looks like Terno Fuji's against Ichinojo
So
tomorrow.
each of these
But
guys
yeah.
is 1 and 3 right now on the day. Or no, was that the last? I'm looking at the delay there.
That match just ended. One of them is. Let's see. I can't remember who is on which side. Oh, that's why I look. Here we go. Oh, what the fuck? Day 3. Day 4. Day 4. Got it. Unlocked and loaded.
I probably should have changed the name. To like
Takanosho
4 part
lost
2
and
or
Endo
something.
won, so they're both 2 and 2 now.
Is this just
Endo showing by far his best sumo of the Basho there. A counter wrestling clinic.
Shodai's got to fight Wakataka Kage in the next match.
which one's which? Oh, I see.
Wakataka
Yeah, I keep
Kage
forgetting
on the
it's in
left,
English here,
Shodai
yeah.
on the right. I've got to say Shodai for this one, not just because he's on my team, but because
It's like 0 and 3 though, right? Or 1 and 2 versus 3 and 0. Is that what it is?
yeah,
2
Wakataka
and 1
Kage
for
has not
Shodai.
found a win yet.
There was a time where I had a memory.
You're good.
You know.
But
So Wakataka Kage Maegashira won. He's been fighting all the best people to open up the tournament because that's how Maegashira 1 goes. Shodai, the Ozaki 2-1. They have a 3-3 head-to-head. So Brendan's calling it for his boy Shodai, but history says that Wakataka Kage has a foot in the door in this rivalry with the 3-3 head-to-head.
That's fair. Yeah,
He found a crack in the wall of Daikon, but it's since been patched.
Yeah, I actually got the page on him bookmarked, El Guso. He's a badass. He's got one of those like swinging clubs, like the Iranian, almost like the Iron Sheik used to use for that belly exercise that makes you an absolute horse.
Okay. Coming on home, Shodai. Let's see, let's do a little bit of quick expose on Shodai. He is born in Kumamoto, and he fights for Tokitsukaze Beya.
You know what the real match of the night is going to be? Me seeing if I could pull off not breaking down this setup until at least after tomorrow night with my girlfriend.
Is leaving it exactly as is.
And for those of you that are not familiar, usually I have a studio built into my home here, but due to some, let's just say, poor building construction infrastructure issues, it disturbs the neighbors when we, yell at martial arts fights at 3 o'clock in the morning on a weekday. So I have to move what is usually a pretty wrap tight setup into the living room, which is why you see this nice little couch behind us here. It's probably the most comfortable setup we've had thus far.
Yeah, easily. Although
the audio, I'm spoiled. I'm used to the room with the things and the audio. What do you call it? Acoustic treatment.
It's been acousticized.
Yeah, here I sound like we're in the cathedral.
Come over there and where's that effect?
Yes.
Loud.
Wakataka Kage's got to be, I doubt he's probably thinking about it, but he's got a brother in the top division now that has more wins than he does.
And the rumor is that the brother worked so hard to get in finally to the top division because he was like, well, I can't let my little brothers show me up. And then looks like he got his wish.
So far. But M1 always has the first couple days hard time. I feel like Wakataka Kage tends to have these rough starts and then always pulls it back to around 500 by the end.
Wakataka Kage is on the left. Shodai is on the right. Very similar belt colors, but vastly different body sizes.
Yeah, quite so.
Wakataka Kage is strong and clever, but
not this tournament, apparently.
No. Well, all that aside, yeah, it hasn't paid off for him in the form of a win yet. Let's see what he does. Big face slap, which is returned immediately. Big shoulder, elbow to the... Yeah.
Still got him, though.
Maybe.
Eddie dumped him out.
What was that? There was a little step out. Yeah, here comes the Mono-E.
What does that mean?
It looked like Wakataka Kage stepped out before
Really?
him. Yeah, a little bit, just as he was at the ropes. It looked like he stepped past him. So now let's see Georgie.
I was more thinking, was there any extracurriculars there? Because it seemed like he had him out already and then sending him off the doyo like that. Not that I'm
Water
complaining.
karate.
Wakataka Kage, Wakamoto Haru, and Waka Takamoto are in reference to a Japanese folk legend that uses those last parts of their name, and then the Waka is a reference to Wakabayama, their grandfather.
And if we mess with the name, we prefer the more less clever
look right here.
Waka Flocka Kage.
Look, his foot steps out of the ring.
Oversteps his instep here. Does it touch though?
Yeah, it's gonna
now
hop.
It does. Holy shit!
You could call it same time, but it clearly does.
That heel also.
Yeah, exactly.
That heel also might have.
But see, watch. I mean, he takes a fucking spill here. At least, okay.
We should let
Shodai's
Georgie
heel-
listen.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. True.
ただいまの競技について説明いたします。行事軍配は若隆景に上がり、
Oh.
先が先に出ており、軍配差しいただき、差し違えで大関正代しました。
Yeah.
Oh, they're giving it to Shodai. All right.
Okay, I guess that makes
Wow.
sense. It appeared that was the case, right? Like, I can't say that seems crazy.
Yeah, in the crazy super slow mo, it looked about like that's what it was. Hey, Tucker Lieben, thank goodness.
And I never saw that live.
My only contention is if you look really close, it looks like Shodai's heel that was next to the foot that went out also may have
went out.
gone out.
Yeah.
But they have no. It's not like the NFL where they get on like a slow mo review or something.
No,
Like,
they do.
just
There's a guy in
discuss
the
it.
back who does it.
Okay, so there is a-
and
Yeah,
that was
there's a
close
guy,
enough that they should have called it because they took a match straight up from
Well, you thought it should have been a
Tochi
redo.
Noshin for that.
You thought they should have done a
At the
redo.
very least, it should have been a Torina Oshi redo.
can
Yeah,
see
because it was
the argument there.
clearly. I mean, that was, I think, even a closer call than what they robbed Tochi for. So if they're gonna play that way in the replay, they should be at least be consistent with it. All right,
That's
last match
fair.
of the night.
But is this a real
His
one?
toes went out, they said.
Yeah.
Okay, Georgie.
Is this a
thank
real
you.
match, though?
Yeah, that is tragic, man. Heartbreak is a good word for it, Goose. Because, yeah, you're 0-3. You basically out wrestle an Ozeki, and then you have a guffaw like your toes going out. Oh, my God.
Hakuho would never have that happen to
Wait,
him, though. I
what?
mean, it's fair.
I forgot for a second that. Never mind. You heard the music.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, that doesn't seem like
How
the feed.
cow catch out? No, that actually was.
No, it was smoke weed every day.
Oh.
I was like, so it tells me that's not the walk-up music.
Smoke weed every day. Awesome.
Sorry, I'm yawning so much, everybody in the chat.
We're offended now.
Yeah, I keep trying to cover my mouth up, but they're flowing. All right, huge match here. They've only met once. Teruno Fuji won. The Yokozuna is on the left. Ura on the right. Got his first win of the tournament last night against the Ozeki Takakeisho. Harrowing match.
That was good.
Craziness.
Yeah.
He's concussed, apparently. Everyone's saying he's telling the news is saying he's literally concussed. Last night they asked him what happened during that match, and he said, I don't actually remember. I don't know. So
I was concussed.
there's some concern around Ura, and now he's going against the biggest, the baddest.
Do they have like 1970s NFL concussion protocol where they're like, do you know your name?
Yeah.
Get in there.
Can you shake it off, son?
Yeah.
Do you want to continue? Is I'm pretty sure what it is.
Yeah.
I think that's the extent of it. Do you want to keep going? We
I've-
won't stop
I
you
bet he'll
if
get
you
fighting
want.
spirit
like-
for trying.
You gotta at least ask like a multiplication question. Anything short of that is just like a fuckery.
Who's the president? Nixon. Byron.
Big tuna.
So this is gonna be a real match. This is the forfeiture.
非常に低い姿勢で、はい。
We all love Ura. Ura's got a crazy fun style and a lot of.
I thought it was good yesterday. I mean, I don't remember who I thought won the original match that got the reset, but he did kill the reset. Wasn't it that he almost, it seemed like he got dominated a little in the first one, even though it was a tie, but then not the first one, but you know what I mean, the prior to the reset.
Yeah, we thought Takakeisho pretty clearly won.
Oh, right, but then
Gold star for Ura would be tight.
What's that mean? 4-0?
If he beat Teruno Fuji, he would get something called a Kimboshi Gold Star, which is like if you're not a titled wrestler and you beat Yokozuna, you get this permanent thing on your record that
Oh,
is
nice.
like a huge honor, Because
When you say titled
And
fighter,
some
what do you mean?
cashola when you retire. You get some cashola
Right.
when you retire for it, too.
Komusubi, Sekiwake, Ozeki, those guys all have titles.
Sure.
And if one of them beats the Yokozuna, it's expected because they're
It could happen
they're
on
a
any
titled
given
wrestler.
Sunday
They
kind
should,
of thing.
yeah,
right?
exactly. But anyone below that, the Yokozuna is expected to be able to just totally handle anyone lower than that. So
That's
they
like
get
like an M level guy or whatever.
right, yeah.
Yeah, rank and file M level guy. Yeah, exactly.
Learning on the fly here, of course.
Yeah, how many fingers?
My
2.
lord,
Try
he's so much
again.
larger than
Yeah, they
Ura.
just let them keep guessing until they get it right, so they can go back out and fight again.
Yeah.
The question
No,
is,
you're
the
getting
question
colder.
is, the question is, do I have fingers? And they're like, yeah.
Also, Georgie, thank you again for the Japanese language-related breakdowns of apparently some of the judge language stumbles. That's pretty funny.
Our current feed conditions are brought to you by epilepsy.
This is all of it.
And so I mean,
It's stormy waters out here for us pirates tonight, but we be bringing you the best content we can.
but so Terra no Fuji is well larger than Ura, huh? Like by a good bit.
Yeah.
It seemed like when he came in. Like
He's
much
well
taller.
larger than about everybody except like 2 people.
No, right, but some it's not so stark. I feel like he looked way taller.
Yeah, he's tall. He's 6'4", I think.
So even guys who are 6 feet tall, which is well above the national average, look tiny next to him.
Yeah, you got to figure none of these guys are probably terribly short, but
Does Ichidojo have the most gold stars of active wrestlers
I'd buy
right now,
that.
Eric?
That sounds
that's
like
really
a
cool
bullshit,
if he
but I
does.
like that. I hope so.
I'd believe you. I believe you.
okay, here
Sounds
we are.
He's
possible.
certainly big enough and hung around long enough. Chanko.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing an upset here, even though
He's in a pretty
yeah.
good position.
I just
He's
feel
got
like-
his arm under control. But now he's
Tried to
reversed it.
pull.
But he's only got like the wrists.
Oh, but
That's
he's got
not
the-
enough to mess with Ura.
yeah, but if he lifts his arms up and leverages,
He's got
it,
the
he can
lock.
break
He's
his
in a
elbow.
really bad position.
Oh.
Oh, but look, he slipped
Oh,
back and pushed him at the edge.
on!
He's
Oh my God!
Can he do it?
Oh my god!
No,
he's so close.
no,
He
no.
lost he lost the ground.
No!
No, but at least he's separated. Oh, what?
Oh my God!
That was so contentious, at least. But damn,
Oh man,
the one thing I don't get is the very end how
he was so close.
was that glasses?
Yeah, it was my glasses. I got excited.
I respect the hell
That
out
was
of Ura,
wild
man.
stuff right there.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. I mean, I don't understand how that.
They're gonna. I want to watch that match a couple more times.
I'm sure we'll get at least
Well,
one replay. Right?
That even
What
actually
was the
probably was fight of the night.
Everyone, what was the fight of the night?
That
was
one.
a good one. I mean,
Which is so
I think
rare.
so.
For the final match to actually be like explosive and exciting and stuff is like,
I feel like of this tournament, that was the first of those.
yeah, that
For
was the
him.
first time Terra no
Yeah,
Fuji
yeah.
wasn't boring. I
was
mean,
taking it to
yes,
the
he
mat a
won,
bit,
so
you know.
that took the magic out of it a little bit. But holy
Yeah, but I
smokes,
mean, Aura took it to the mattress on him at least. Like he
yeah!
tried to put up a proper.
Look at how it's like the
effort here.
sheer amount of knee brace.
Yeah, 4 knee braces. Who gets out?
I could
See,
wear
right there, I
one
feel like that's an
braces like
elbow
pants.
breaker, isn't it? Like, I mean, that's that
Yeah,
can
you
tear
would
your
think so,
elbow.
but he almost was doing it like right there. The slip back was on purpose to get
No,
the momentum,
there. Right, but see here, I still had hope for him.
and then
We all
wow!
got teased.
Oh, he slipped around the arm.
So
Oh,
does he get pulled down? I don't know. He got just tapped in the chest.
ooh! Well, he was doing it
That
again,
was
trying
an
to jump
insane
back.
recovery. He just lost his
Did
balance.
he get hurt
going
again though?
backwards.
Because the way he laid, was
Probably,
he
yeah.
just gassed?
He's dead.
Or was he gassed or?
Well, I didn't.
That's a shame.
Yeah, right. I mean, he had to be pretty exhausted at that point.
For him to be as impressive as he has and only be 1-3 seems disappointing. Like
Yeah,
for
it
his
is.
sake, like it's
It is.
bad.
It is. That's-
Okay.
Bad beats is what they say.
Chris's team has 10 wins. Neil is following with 9 wins. Denizen with 8. Me with 7. And Zach trailing with 5.
This is hilarious. I'm like that guy. I'm like a dude's girlfriend who picks the college
Yeah.
basketball teams by their mascot or something.
Yeah.
No,
it's
but
the
you're
Nick,
right.
thanks for joining us. Eric, thanks for joining us. Guys, we really appreciated you guys coming back. And yeah, Goose, Terra no Fuji is taking people's best and coming up with wins, but he definitely looks mortal at the moment. Well, I don't know if he looks mortal, but he looks like he's receiving people's best sumo and barely winning.
Okay, so the leaderboard is Terra no Fuji, Mitakayumi, Ono Sho, Abi, and Miyogiryu with 4 wins.
Wow.
That is a strange leaderboard halfway through.
What are people
But
sitting
all
on
respectable people.
there?
If you told me any of those people won a tournament other than maybe Miyogiru, I
Ono
wouldn't be
Sho
shocked.
is the shocker for me.
Yeah, true.
Of course, it's day 4, so how much has he really had to do? Oh,
Not too bad.
gotcha.
Jurio, we have Asana no Waka at 4-0, trailed by many 3-1s. And then
What do we have? 2 people at 4-0 or 3?
Makushita doesn't look like it went today, so
Are there what
for a lot of the
2
people.
or 3 people at 4-0 right now?
There are 5
Five.
at 4-0.
There's 5 people, and then there's a ton of guys at 3 wins. 8.
Georgie, Goose, thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys sticking with us.
Let's see here. Fight of the night was the last fight, so we don't have to talk about that. There's no special feature.
The deal, it maintains the same. These matches are quick. They're decisive. They're really this tournament is all about executing your plan immediately. Bouts slowing down hasn't really happened. It's like it's crazy. Even people that like people are switching their tactics. We have Tamawashi like grappling.
Let's see.
It was impressive. I mean, like obviously, I prefer certain styles over others, but there was a couple of really contentious ones tonight. A couple that lasted a bit longer than the average. And
Yeah.
not as
Although
many
we haven't seen
surprises
any
as I
like
guess in
those
previous
crazy
days, yeah.
standoffs yet.
I still like most out of all of our shows thus far in the last tournament. That one guy that I say bouncer throw, but like you guys know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. And it wasn't what's the thing you say that they're not encouraged to do when it
Henka, where you
it
jump
wasn't
out
a
of the way.
Henka on the guy. He like literally got the back of the belt, the back of the nape of the neck.
Yeah, they have a funny word
It
for a
threw him
phrase
into
like
the-
meet and retreat or something like that. Or
Like what are the judges also
Cunt.
called Gyoji or are they something else?
Hit and
Yeah.
shift.
I just remember he was thrown as if it was a 1980s movie and the guy got thrown out of the club.
yeah,
And it was really impressive.
That's there's some good fighting like
Shiyoshoma
that.
against Koto Yuki
That
was
was-
what it was.
I
Or
mean,
not
that was-
Koto Yuki, Koto Echo.
Echo, yeah.
Azumario, I think he's in Jurio right now, does that all the time to people. Just bouncer tosses them by the back of their pants.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm probably not the most technical maneuver, but
Pretty
definitely-
big
definitely
one of
Mono-E
my
night.
favorites.
I think 2 Mono-E's. I mean, that's
Hokaho
Not
is 0-2 right now. But Akiseyama's 2-0.
yeah, my guy.
I'm just looking down the roster a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of the people that we already noted were notable were already 2-0. Only day 4, there was only a couple guys that even fought in Makashita.
Yago's
Because there's so
3-1.
many of them, so they alternate days.
Oh, I forgot the. Let's see. There's a soul leader in Jurio right now, Asanawaka.
Asanawaka, yep.
Makoshita's
And
got a
then he's
shitload
trailed
of
by
guys.
everybody. I mean,
It's an interesting choice of marketing, Brendan.
Oh yeah, do you like that? I've got all these like semi-nude sumo wrestler in the bathtub shots.
oh yeah, the goofy ones.
Yeah, they're being silly and it's on the internet, so I've been using those to promote the show on my Instagram and stuff. I might be chasing people away, but
Yeah, it's a litmus test. Right?
yeah. If you can't handle this level of heat, get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, marketing's not supposed to be exclusive. But I appreciate it.
All in all, I think that's it for us, right? I mean,
Hallelujah. Yeah, I
Does
think we
anyone
did
have
it.
like anything to comment, question, whatever that they wanted answered or anything? Because
Yeah, anything here in the chat that you guys want to... Looks like not really. They're pretty much...
everybody that talks to us said goodbye and
Yeah.
thanks, basically.
So, we did it again. 4 nights in a row. What are you thinking? We going to see you tomorrow?
oh yeah, most likely.
Yeah.
You better come back tomorrow. Why would you want to stop watching? The tournament's just getting good now. You can't stop watching now.
It is nice, but I do.
The narrative's starting to shape up. We've got a new studio space. Why would you leave us?
If we, I would definitely say we probably should take one day off at some point, maybe like next Tuesday or something,
absolutely.
or Monday.
So we don't burn out.
Yeah, basically.
So in 8 days.
Yeah, we'll
Oh man.
We'll try to hit the
it'll definitely be
weekends at the-
before
at the
then,
very
but
least.
we will definitely have a day off
Yeah,
before then.
that's
but
why
not
I said if
tomorrow.
we get to the weekend, we might as well just do the weekend and then probably take one day off at the beginning of next week or sometime next week.
I think we'll have
one
Zach
day,
back
if
live
not two.
tomorrow.
Yeah, we should have Zach here.
Tomorrow. So, and maybe we can do. Well, we'll talk about it later.
To
But
get more microphones.
so that's
out here.
basically it. Everybody, come back tomorrow. We're gonna be live intermittently, hopefully as much as we can through the 22nd when the tournament ends. And for everybody here at CHANKO, stay safe out there.
Goodbye, everyone.
Later, guys. Have a good one.